Hey everybody, it's Leonie here from Wcki and welcome to our next video. And welcome to my channel. I hope you have subscribed. If not, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you can get notified every time a new video is uploaded. That way you'll never miss out on what I brag about or what I teach or what I complain about, for all you know. Today I want to show you this awesome yarn. It's from Kismet and it is making every day a Mandela Day. We all know that Mandela Day is coming up, and Kismet they've launched these massive balls of yarn, 300 gram yarn, 300 gram balls, and they do say that one ball like this can make a 1 meter by 1 meter blanket. Haven't tried it yet, but today I would like to show you on this awesome color, and this is color 18. I want to show you on this awesome color how to make a granny square blanket. And no, I'm not into making 55,000 little blocks. I'm going to make a big granny square, and I believe that no video channel that teaches crocheting can ever be perfect or complete if we don't have a granny square in there somewhere. So I'm going to show you how to make a granny square. So I've just got notifications jumping up here. I just want to can them quickly. There we go. So let's start. I'm not going to even attempt and find the center piece of wool. Let's see if I'm lucky. And I'll pull it out. Oh, what do you know? I found it today. I didn't think I was going to find it. Well, I did. I prefer going from the inside because otherwise I've got this massive ball of yarn running all over the place. I'm going to start with my slip knot. Let's just get that done quickly. The pattern, the wool, apologies, the wool suggests that you use a 4mm if you're going to crochet. And if you're knitting, between a 3.5 and a 4.5mm. But I'm going to stick to the 4mm. I've used one of their other colors also in this big Mandela Day yarns. And I must say the 4mm, it feels nice and soft. But you can test it. If you're not happy with the texture, maybe it's too tight, depending on your tension, you can then always just increase the size. But the wool suggests a 4mm, so I'm also going to use my 4mm today. And you see my coffee cup in the back, so I hope you've got your coffee ready as well. Let's start. I'm going to start off with making, how many would I like? Remember, depending on the size of the circle or the size of the hole that you have, if you would like a very tight little circle, you will have fewer foundation chains to start off with. I am going to make 10 chains and let's see what happens. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm just going to join this with a slip stitch. So into the first chain that I've made, I'm just going to make a slip stitch. So it's just yarn over and pull through both the loops that you have. And there's my little slip stitch. Can you see the circle is quite big? If you don't like a big circle, you can make fewer chain stitches here. Now my first stitch is replaced by 3 chains because I'm only going to use double crochets. So my first double crochet is replaced by my 3 chains. So let's make a double crochet. So it's yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2, yarn over, put it into the circle, bring up the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now I've got 1, 2, 3. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to make 2 chains. This is my version of the blanket, okay? Yarn over, and I'll do 3 more double crochets. So let's go. 1, I'm carrying that tail with me. I'm crocheting it in as we go along. I'll cut it off now, but I like to bring it along for a bit. There's my second double crochet and my third double crochet. Just move it up slightly. And I'm going to make 2 chains and 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So now we've got 3, 6, 9. Chain 2 and 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and then slip stitch. There's my first double crochet that was made up with 3 chains, and I'm going to slip stitch into the top chain. So just pull it through like that, and there we go. Now let's have a look at this. So we've got 3, 3, 3, and 3. There we've started our little granny square. Let's just cut this tail off here. Now let's start our next round. So at the beginning of the round, I'm always going to start with chain 3, always. Chain 3. Into that same space where we are now. Do 2 more double crochets. There we have it. Now, without making any chain spaces, go to the next chain space for me and do 1, 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets into the exact same chain space. There we go. Can you see we've got a bit of a corner forming here? Now, the next chain space, let's do 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and 3 more double crochets. Yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2. 1, 2, and 3. Then again, without making any chain spaces, into the next chain space, let's start off 1, 2, and 3. And because we are creating corners now, 2 chains and 3 more double crochets. I just love how the wool changes color. I absolutely love it. There's 3 more. Now we've got 1 corner to go. Do you remember we started off, we made 3 chains and then 2 double crochets in that first corner of ours. Let me just get some more yarn here. So what we're going to do now is make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2 for our corner, and then because we started in this block as well, all I'm going to do now is make a slip stitch into our top chain. and bring it through. Can you see we've got a bit of a block forming there? I love variegated yarn, or printed yarn like I call it now, with the different colors in. It used to be variegated or multicolored. Now you see they advertise it as print. So we'll go with print now. Let's do one more row together. Let's have a look. Once again, we start off with chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm in my corner here, so I'm going to add 2 more double crochets. 1 and 2. Now I'm not on a corner, so in here I'm just going to make 3 double crochets. So there's 1, 2 and 3. No chain stitches in between. We're moving to a corner. So in the corner, we put 1, 2 and 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 more double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. So there we've made a corner. There we start with our corner. So we've made a little bit of a centerpiece there. There's a corner. Then we move on. This is not a corner. So where we don't have corners, we just place 3 double crochets. And each and every round, this is how you will do it. Corner piece again, so we're going to place 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Then 2 chains, 1, 2 and 3 more double crochets. Absolutely lovely. Not a corner, so there we only place our 3 double crochets, and our final corner, or the next corner, 1, 2, 3, chain 2 and 3 more, 2 and 3. And then here we just place 3 double crochets, there we go. And in our final corner now, where we started originally, we're going to place our 3 double crochets, do our 2 chains, and then a slip stitch into the 3rd chain from our first stitch that we made. And there we have completed another round. Let's just straighten it out a little bit. Look how lovely. So we've got our corners growing nicely. We had 1 space where we could make our 3 double crochets, and can you see now in this show we've now got 2 spaces. So every round as you go along, your spaces over here will increase. Your corners will always stay exactly as is, so your corners will start to grow out, and your spaces in between will start to increase. So every row on each side, your spaces will increase. Let's do one more row together, and then I'm going to leave you so you can go and create a stunning, awesome, beautiful granny square blanket. Now you can decide to make this. We've done 3 rounds now, 1, 2, 3. You can decide if you would like to make small granny squares in different colors and then sew them or crochet them together. Your choice. You can decide how many rounds you would like to go. Purely up to you, which is why it's so versatile. It's beautiful. It's ever popular. I like the fact that I've got this little bit of a big hole here in the center. Because remember, I started off with 10 chain stitches. Apologies. It's a lack of coffee. You can decide to make yours only 6, which means that this circle here will be smaller. So let's do one more round together, and then I'm going to leave you. So you can do your own granny square blanket. Remember, we start off with 3 chains and then 2 double crochets into that same space. 1, 2. Then into our next space. 1, 2, 3 double crochets. Now we've got an extra space now, so we go on to the next space and we put in our 3 double crochets. There we go. And now into the corner we'll enter double, second one, our third one. Then because we're in a corner, 2 chains and 3 more double crochets. Look how lovely. And can you see when we finished this side, we had 2 spaces in between our corners. Now we've started our new row. Now we've got 1, 2, and 3. So each time you start a new round, it's going to increase with spaces here. I'm going to meet you right here. And there we have it. Finished that round now. And can you see how my square is busy growing? I love the stitch. It's been around for, I don't even want to guess how long the granny square has been around. The thing to remember is that when you get to a corner, you'll have 3 double crochets, 2 chains, 3 double crochets. And your in-between spaces, you'll only have 3 double crochets. I hope you've enjoyed this. And please do come and show me once you've done your granny square blanket, whether you've got a massive ball of yarn like this or whether you're going to make them individual little blocks and then sew them together. The choice is absolutely yours, but please do come and show what you've done with your granny square. And as always, remember, please subscribe. See you again soon. Have fun.